It was a warm afternoon in Atlanta, Georgia, the kind of day when the heat clung to your skin and tempers ran short. At a small gas station just off the highway, Alicia Carter, a young black woman about 7 months pregnant, stepped out of her silver SUV. She moved carefully, one hand on her belly, the other holding a bottle of water. Her face showed exhaustion, not weakness, but the strength of someone carrying both life and responsibility. Her husband, Sheriff Michael Carter, was on duty that day, miles away, dealing with a major case. Alicia just needed a quick stop for fuel and some cold water. She had no idea this ordinary errand would turn into a public nightmare. As Alicia finished paying inside, 2 local police officers, Officer Ryan and Officer Blake, pulled up to the same station. They were young, loud, and cocky, talking over each other as they grabbed sodas from the mini fridge. Ryan noticed Alicia walking back toward her car and whispered, "Another one of those fancy SUVs. Bet it's not even hers." Blake smirked. "Oh, wow. Yeah, probably borrowed or stolen." Their voices carried just enough for Alicia to hear. She ignored them, keeping her eyes forward, but they didn't stop. Ryan called out, "Hey ma'am, you sure that's your ride? You look a little out of place driving something like that." Alicia froze. "Excuse me?" she said quietly. Blake laughed. "You heard him? We've had reports of a similar car being used for shoplifting around here." There were no such reports. It was pure profiling, and Alicia knew it. She tried to stay calm. "Officers, I'm just getting gas. Please let me go." But Ryan stepped closer. "You seem nervous. What's in your bag?" Scene 2. The humiliation before Alicia could answer. Ryan suddenly grabbed the water bottle from her hand, twisted the cap, and poured it slowly over her head. The water ran down her face and shirt as she gasped, stepping back in shock. Blake laughed. "Relax, it's just water. Maybe it'll cool you off." The people at the station began to whisper. One woman pulled out her phone to record. Alicia's eyes filled with tears, not from the water, but from humiliation. She spoke through trembling lips. "You had no right." Ryan interrupted, mocking her. "What are you gonna do? Call your husband?" Alicia wiped her face. "Actually," she said softly, "yes, I will." Alicia climbed into her SUV, her hands shaking. She dialed her husband's number. "Mike," she said, voice cracking. "Some officers just, they poured water on me at the Quick Mart on Highway 18. On the other end, there was silence. Then a deep, calm voice. "Stay in the car, Alicia. I'm coming." Sheriff Michael Carter was a man everyone in the county respected, strong, composed, and fiercely protective of his community. Within minutes, 2 black SUVs and a sheriff's cruiser sped down Highway 18, sirens off, but hearts pounding. The gas station crowd was still buzzing when Michael's convoy pulled in. The same officers were laughing near their cruiser, unaware that karma had just arrived. Alicia stepped out of her car as her husband approached, his badge shining under the sun. The sight of him made her tears return, but now they were tears of relief. Ryan, still smirking, turned to greet the newcomers until he recognized the man walking toward him. His grin vanished instantly. "Sheriff Carter," he stammered. Michael's eyes locked on him, cold and unwavering. "You poured water on a pregnant woman?" Ryan tried to explain. "Sir, we thought she was." "Thought she was what?" Michael cut in sharply. "A criminal, 'cause she's black, because she dared to drive a decent car." The silence was brutal. The crowd had grown, cameras recording every second. Michael turned to his wife. "Alicia, are you okay?" She nodded softly. "I'm fine now." Then Michael faced his deputies. His voice dropped low, not loud, but powerful. "Badge or not, you humiliated an innocent woman, my wife, and you did it in public." Within minutes, the scene shifted from confrontation to accountability. Michael called his chief deputy over and gave a quiet order: "Suspend them both, pending investigation." Ryan's face turned pale. "Sir, please." Michael didn't raise his voice. Save it for the internal review. I don't tolerate bullies wearing badges. The onlookers erupted in murmurs. Someone shouted, "That's real justice right there." Blake lowered his head, realizing his career might be over before it ever truly began. Turned once more to his wife, helping her back into her car. "Let's get you home," he said gently. Later that evening, the incident spread online. The video, showing two officers laughing as they poured water on a pregnant woman, followed by the sheriff's sudden arrival, went viral within hours. Headlines read, "Sheriff defends pregnant wife from racist officers. Live at gas station, justice served on Highway 18. Alicia stayed quiet through it all. She wasn't after fame. She just wanted respect. When asked for comment, Sheriff Carter said, "No one is above the law, not even those who wear the uniform. Protecting the public starts with protecting dignity." Weeks later, Alicia visited the sheriff's office. Ryan and Blake had been dismissed after the investigation confirmed misconduct. She stood in front of the same desk her husband had stood behind countless times. "Do you think they learned something?" she asked. Michael looked at her, tired but resolute. "Maybe. Or maybe the world learned something from watching it happen." He reached out, gently touching her hand. "The real lesson," he said softly, "is that power means nothing without humanity. Sometimes the ones who protect us forget what they're protecting. But truth has a way of washing away arrogance, just like water, only colder."